Good morning and happy Friday. It's been a very long time since I recorded a video, about maybe 9 or 10 months, almost a year. And I'm so happy to be back. I'm so happy, to be able to express myself in this way again. It took me a while to decide if this is what I really wanted to do. And I really felt in my heart the need to. So I'm back. A lot has happened over the past 10 months since I recorded my last video. Some ups, some downs. It's been quite the roller coaster ride for me in my life. But I don't take any bad situation and not try to apply it to my life to make my future better. So anything that I have been through over the past 8 to 10 months, it was not for any reason that won't be able to help me in my future. So even though like some moments were very difficult and some situations were very painful, I still use those painful situations knowing that they are going to make me a better person in the future. So I smile regardless of what I've been through or regardless of what I'm going through. I hope that everyone else has had experiences in their life, whether they were good or bad or whatever, and just the experience that you have had in your life, just know that everything happens for a greater purpose. For those of us who love the Lord, He has a plan for each and every one of our lives, and the things that we go through, that's a part of the plan to make us, into the people that we are destined to be, ultimately. So I hope that, instead of feeling bad or feeling sorry for yourself for what you're going through, you're taking it as, as a lesson that needed to be learned, and something that's going to help you in your future to be better people. This morning, I want to talk about equal to or greater than. It was about maybe 2 or 3 years ago, I was having a conversation with my sister, and it was about some relationship that I was in. I don't think it was a serious relationship, just a guy that I was dealing with at that particular time. And she told me, Nekil, what you need to do is you need to start dating guys who are equal to or greater than. She said you also need to choose your company more wisely as far as your friends are concerned, or the people you consider to be your friends, and make sure they are also equal to or greater than. When she said it the very first time, I really, truly, honestly didn't get it. And usually, stuff like that I catch on to rather quickly. So I asked her to further explain herself, to, give me an example of what she really meant by equal to or greater than. And, it's really not all that complicated. And when she explained it to me, I really, really understood then. Equal to or greater than. It means so much to me now, because I know that, the importance of, if you're entering anything with anybody, you want to make sure that they are equally spiritual, equally financially set or financially stable. And it's, even when I say stuff like this, because I always know that there's an opportunity, to help someone be more spiritual, or if someone has is less financially stable than you may be. I know that we are blessed to be a blessing. So that part of me still, comes out, even though I know that it may be best to deal with people who are equal to or greater than. I still feel like a tugging at my heart for the people who are not, and I still want to pour into them. But the problem with that is Some people don't. Some people are content with what they have and where they're at. And if you're pouring into them and they're not pouring back into you, in the end, you feel depleted. So it makes more sense to deal with people who are able to give back to you what you're giving to them. It just makes more sense, because then in the end, you won't feel like, you won't feel depleted, and you won't feel like they have taken so much away from you. So, equal to or greater than. When you're dealing with people, make sure they're equally confident as far as like friends are concerned. They're equally, successful. That way you won't have to deal with the jealousy. Certain people, you may look at people, a person. I was having a conversation with some ladies last night, and one young lady, she was talking about some problems that she was having or whatever, and she was like, well, the person has this much more than I have, and I don't understand why she is, or she seems to be so envious of what, the things that I do have. But people, it's not always about like having stuff financially or being more educated than someone. That other young lady could have more confidence than the lady who has the most money, or have more money, or, more educated. The other young lady may be more confident than her, and therefore their relationship is unequal, because the confidence that the one friend has can't be bought and can't be taught. That's something that is within us, to be confident about who we are. And it's just to keep confusion down when dealing with people. It's just better to be around people who are equal to or greater than, especially if you can deal with people who are greater than you if you are striving and you don't have an envious spirit about yourself, and you're striving to be a better person, because we can gain so much knowledge, and we can learn so much from people who are more educated than us. Some people look at people who are more educated as a threat to them, and as they think they're so smart and they think they're so this, and it's not that. You can't look at people like that, because they went the extra mile to be able to learn, to educate themselves. You can't look at them like that. Either, you can be around them to learn from them, or get from around them if that's not what you desire to do. So that's pretty much the gist on the equal to or greater than. And I also want to talk about, my spirituality, and how even in the midst of everything that I've gone through, how God has been my rock, and how He has placed some wonderful people in my life to help me through the situations that I've been going through. It's been a rocky road. I feel like I'm right at the end of the road, and things are about to be smooth for me. I feel that in my spirit. I feel like there's a breakthrough about to take place in my life, and I'm very excited. I'm very happy. I just feel like, better days are ahead, and it's not far ahead. I can see them. At one point I couldn't see that better days were ahead, but now I can see perfectly clear, the path that God has for me. I veered off to the left a little bit, but when we have a relationship with God, He always gets us back on the path that He destined us to be on. He gives us free will so that we can make choices. And all the time, we don't make the right choices. We go to the left, and we think there's another route that we could take, and we think that we could pick up certain people along the way and take them with us. But that's not the case. Everybody can't go where we're destined to be. And, when we keep on running into brick walls and running into roadblocks on our path, or keep bumping heads with the people that we are trying to take with us, that's just a sign from God letting us know that, we veered off our path. And prayer, by praying to Him, He gets us back on the right path. Words cannot describe how happy I am, right at this current moment in my life. Words cannot describe how happy I am to be recording videos again and uploading them and, sharing my situation and my story with the world. That means a lot to me, because I feel like, everybody has a story, and if I could share something that I've been through or something that I've learned in my life, and if that can help someone, then I've done my good deed for the day. I feel like I'm doing what God created me to do. He created me to share, testify, and to just, inspire and encourage other people, to let them know that no matter what you go through, don't feel crazy for whatever you go through. There's some people that have this holier than thou attitude and try to make other people feel as though, what they're going through is so tragic and that it's something that they've never experienced. I can't stand people like that. I'm just put that out there like that, So if I've ever had a conversation with you and you try to make me feel like anything less than who I know I am, and try to make me feel like my situation is more permanent than temporary, I really don't care to take your advice or, seek any kind of counseling from you anymore, or, things of that nature. I just won't even discuss with you anymore, because I feel as though everybody goes through things, and the last thing that we should do when a friend or anybody comes, we don't have to be a friend. If someone on the street stops me and comes to me for advice, I'll never make them feel like they're the only person who's ever been through what they're going through, or like their situation is a never-ending situation, and that's how it's going to be for them. I always encourage people and let them know that, whatever you're going through is going to be for a greater purpose. It's going to make you a better person. You're going to be stronger. You're going to be wiser because of what you're going through. And that's the type of advice that I like to seek, or get from people. I don't like nobody, laughing behind my back, because, the same thing that anyone laughs at me about or talks about me badly about, that situation can very well be your situation. The same thing that make you laugh at me can make you cry, because it can become a real life situation in your life. So we can't go around pointing fingers and talking about people based on the situations that they go through. We're all, subject, or we all can be affected by anything, You may think you have a man that'll never cheat on you. Keep thinking that, or you may think your children won't ever disobey you. Keep thinking that, everybody will go through situations in life. Everybody's situation may not be the same, but we all go through. We all do. So, a person who says they never went through is a person who's about to go through, so I just don't really care to be around the type of people who, feel as though they never experience what I'm experiencing, or that, I may be crazy for going through the things that I've gone through. That's not true. I'm a woman in progress, just like everybody else. I'm a work in progress. I'm striving to be a better person, have a relationship with God. So my relationship with God is all the reassurance I need to know that no matter what I'm going through, it's going to make me a better person in the end. I'm going to come out on top, and that's a fact. I'm going to end this video. I'm going to end it, first of all, by saying I wish you all peace, and I wish you all many, many blessings. I pray that your weekend is fabulous. I pray, that today will be a prosperous day filled with many blessings. And I'm not sure how often I'm going to be recording the videos, but I'm going to try to get back, on the schedule that I was on. I was doing the videos on Mondays and Fridays, so I'm going to try to get back to doing the videos on Mondays and Fridays again. Next week is going to be a quite busy week for me, because I'll be moving into my new place. So I don't know if I'll be able to next week, but I'm definitely going to try. I love you all, and I wish you much, much success and much peace in your lives. No matter what you're going through, take it to God in prayer, because prayer changes things. Peace.